inspires, and empowers. For more, check out their Facebook page, Right for Education, or visit the website www.rightforeducation.org. Right for Education, our proud partners to the sky.
After years of classified research and experiments, it's finally here.
What?
Oh my God.
Yep, it's exactly 8 o'clock on the dot of Sky Alpha time. Whatever time you are around the world, wherever you are, it's your whatever time. It might be 12 midday, it might be 1 a.m., it might be, it might be bushfire time. You never know.
Wow.
It's the 14th of January 2020. And welcome to the Alpha Breakfast with your boy D-Dubs and Toby. It is the Right for Education time, and we have a topic. Yes?
Yes, we do.
You know why I mentioned the whole, bushfire time? Yeah.
No.
Right now, the topic of today is how African scientists are tackling the climate crisis. So, we might find, if Australians are listening, they might find something useful that,
Actually,
type of vibe.
there's something on Australia, but we'll talk about it later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is climate science? I don't know what climate science. Do you know what climate science? I know now what climate science is.
Oh, now you know.
Hey, turn out.
Flex ahead there.
Now, climate science is the study of a location's climate. Pew, 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 pew.
It's the excitement. Don't worry. You understand?
Now,
Must be the excitement.
Climate is defined as the average weather condition in a certain place, measured over a long period of time. Weather is a short-term event, but climate describes long-term patterns. For example, if somewhere is very hot most days, it is said to be to have a warm climate. But even places with warm climates can sometimes experience cold weather. If it is cold on a few days in a year, that's if it's cold on a few days in a year. What would you say Lesotho is?
Temperate.
Temperate means
hot.
We're both.
Just
'Cause
average.
when it gets
It's just
cold here, it gets very.
Not really. Some places.
Jesus
Some places.
Christ. Okay.
You know?
I think I have cold phobia.
Yeah, no. You
I
might.
personally
You
have
just
cold phobia
might.
because I was born in summer.
In summer, right?
October,
You're born in
baby.
October.
Hey,
Yeah.
tell-
I mean, we have what, like 3 months, 4 months at most of cold.
Yeah, from
Like
May.
it's May, June, July, August.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like 4 months.
True.
And from there, it's just like,
Everything.
t-shirts and shades.
Now, scientists study many different aspects of the climate. For example, temperature, wind patterns, and rainfall. Over time, we can record patterns in these measurements to monitor how the climate is changing. Now, a lot of places have seen big changes in their climates in recent decades. This climate change is caused by human activity across the world. Man-made inventions like factories and cars release many harmful gases into the air, which is changing the climate. I remember there was a time in class where we had to do these harmful gases from the cars, industries, and whatnots. I'll go back to what actually comes out of cars, but it's fine. Someone that's listening might know what those gases are. Monoxide.
Carbon monoxide? I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know.
man,
It's just another one that I know.
I just know it's harmful. Oh, carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide.
No, you're not. You're there. I'm
I'm not that, man.
I'm
Like-
proud. I'm actually proud to have a co-host like you. Now, changing climates could also make certain diseases more common. Ooh. For example, large outbreaks of malaria are more likely to occur after a lot of rain has fallen in one area. And if temperatures increase, this is because the parasites that spread malaria survive better in these conditions. I go through this a lot in terms of mosquitoes. You know what attracts mosquitoes?
I don't know, your
Mosquitoes.
blood? I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding.
Mosquitoes
They're
like
vampires.
humid environments. Wet,
Yeah.
hot. Tada.
Yeah, that's why they'd be like
love
hovering
that.
over dams, especially in the
Yeah.
evening, because the water was warmed up during the day.
Yes,
Oh,
and
okay.
especially I see this a lot with soccer practice. When we play soccer practice in the evening, when the sun has gone down, but
Yeah.
it's not. Its effects have not gone down
Right.
with it.
It's like,
So you play, but you look up, it's like a swamp of mosquitoes on top of your head because
Yeah,
you're
this is
sweating. Hey,
I was
guess
about
it?
to ask about that hovering thing over your head, because
Hey.
your head is emitting
Steam,
heat
hey.
and that.
So it's just
Oh.
everywhere. You go left, they go
It's
left
there
with
with
you.
you.
They go right, you go
Like,
right with you. So I'm like, oh, you little things. I hope you get extinct. Someone asked, guys, if flies and mosquitoes were to go extinct,
Yeah, what?
what effects? Will we lose anything? Like, is there something that they bring on this earth?
Yeah, of course.
What
Everything
do-
has a
hey.
purpose. I have no idea.
We'll do that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna write this down.
Importance of flies.
Importance of flies
This
and
is so
mosquitoes.
important, by the way.
Yeah. Jesus. Now, there are two main ways that we can tackle the climate crisis, right? The first is by reducing the rate at which the climate is changing. Obviously, we can do this by reducing pollution, recycling more, and by using renewable energy sources. The second way to tackle the climate crisis is to prepare for the changes that are already inevitable. I was about to ask myself the question, but it's cool. Now, Africa is often overlooked when climate scientists from other places do research. Because Africa has relatively few climate scientists, there is not much information about what Africa's climate was like in the past. This makes it harder to see how it is changing today. You understand? Because we determine our climate by a finger where where the wind is going.
These
What?
people are really skilled. They will tell
Hey,
you,
yeah, they're like
Guti, it's like 8 a.m. It's like, oh, you guys better leave. Why? It's gonna be raining by 2.
ne? And you're like,
cloud.
what? Looking up and like, no, raining one time
Yeah,
too.
no, don't worry.
Like,
About
don't
2.
worry.
Just looks over a mountain. It's like, no, around 2 will be raining.
And says, there's a time when they actually said there were clouds coming through, right? From the what's that? From the south side of Lesotho.
Okay.
And then they're like here, we see them, they're here. And we're
Yeah.
like, hey guys, we have to like pack up our
Yeah.
stuff and go. The owner of the place is like, hey guy, here, our rain comes from that side.
That's it. Not.
Pointing at the north.
Yeah.
Like our rain,
Actually.
the clouds that
Yeah.
they come from that side.
Yeah. My
This
dad
one,
knows those as well. It's like, no, I should
yeah, you understand.
Oh, okay. All right.
But anyway, but many groups are working to change that. Ne? For example, Future Climate for Africa, which is FCFA, is an international research project that aims to better understand African climate change. It consists of 5 main research groups and has projects based across Africa. Like, for example, in Senegal, scientists are working with farmers and politicians to help manage the impact of climate change on agriculture. And in Kisumu, Kenya, scientists are investigating how climate change is affecting sanitation in cities. For example, a decrease in rainfall could make it difficult to provide clean drinking water, or to safely dispose of sewage. Researchers are discovering how to plan around these changes to ensure nobody's health is put at risk by climate change. I would advise people in Lesotho, actually parents or kids that are listening, or parents that are listening for their kids, to actually suggest these kind of things as career, directions. Because if they say they don't like Africa, we have climate scientists,
Just a
but
few.
not qualified. No, there are a lot.
Yeah.
They don't have a degree that I'm a climate scientist. No. But I'm sure it's just that our kids can be the first ones to hold those degrees
Okay.
to get jobs.
All right. Yeah, we don't
Yes.
need Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Just say it
I hear
out.
what you're saying.
Spit it out, woman.
Like
Okay.
we already, but like I think they're talking in the long term, like to say, okay, this is our history, and then this is from the history data analysis, maybe then we can like predict Guti.
Yes.
The prediction you said,
Yes.
Guti, Lesotho is going to be Mediterranean climate type of
Climate
thing
in the next
20
few
something years,
yeah.
right? To make such predictions, I mean, I
We need
don't
to have like
know whether a person's naturally able to read all the nature signs, maybe, right? To say, I know it's gonna rain, then are able to make such predictions,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, if
I
they
think
are
they're
there,
short-term
however, if
predictions.
they're there,
Yeah.
right? If they can do short-term predictions, right? Are they documenting them, you know? And maybe your 80, 90-year-old grandma can say, no, back then it used to be like this. We didn't know. Pela,
Yeah.
did you guys know?
Yeah.
You know, or maybe if they could have a bright younging documenting. Oh, it's like what?
It's like
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Hey.
something like that. Then it would be easier to predict, like
True.
like that. Say, but that none of that's been like. Once you die, you go with your skill. And
Yeah, you're
unfortunately,
gone.
You know.
Because even your kid is going to be like, what? But anyway, let me move. Now, many other projects are also taking place around Africa. The FCFA aims to use their scientific discoveries to help stop the negative effects of climate change. There's this theory of the countries that used to be heavily industrial affect the countries that didn't.
Yeah.
Right? There were wars, not really wars, but retaliations, east and west. China started doing its things industrially, industrializing its things, and America was like, no, you are causing
kicking the
this
heat.
thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then China was like, yeah, but you know, when you guys did it, you are this rich because of it.
Yeah.
So let us, because there are cost implications, high cost implications in doing clean energy. Hey, those hydro what power, they are not cheap.
That's
no,
true.
no, yeah, they're clean, yes, but they're not cheap. Those windmill whatnots, I know Lesotho, yeah, they were
Okay.
trying to implement it too. They were trying to bring them. How much is one windmill?
That's the one.
The one, just one. Yeah. How many? What? Yeah. So there are certain things where, you know, we have to factor out in our pockets, how are we? Because the same people that are saying, okay, guys, use clean energy and whatnot. Okay, fine, help us generate capital and install these things here. Because there's another issue, which is maintenance issues. You understand? The maintenance levels issues that thing, it's another whole entire topic again. But anyway, 12 minutes after 8, that's the topic of the day. Client scientists in Africa, please,
Yes.
you know, let's encourage more people to actually join this FCFA.
And you know, like it's such an interesting course, and not so many people go into such courses, you know. But you know, for my very novice level in geography, I have always found it so strikingly interesting.
Yeah.
You know, and like it and like this geology, rocks, and how rocks tell a history. It was it's just one of those things that was so wise, you know. You just
Yeah.
look at something and like, oh yeah, okay, there must be, you know,
Ne-
no water, and people like, how
Wherever
do you
you're
know
walking,
this thing?
you know,
You're like, but
I hated
it's
geography.
and it's
I
funny
hate-
how like you can never be lost.
Hey.
Once you know that to the core, you can
know
always
where you
have
are.
a
Yeah.
picture of I'm in this kind of area, you know, this part of the world type of setup.
I hated geography
Why?
until I went to a school with a colored textbook. Then I started getting B's,
Yeah, you were
A's,
that guy.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I was that guy because
Yeah.
the previous school
was like
it was
text.
just black and
is
white,
this?
and I'm like, yo, and it was in the after lunch,
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually is after.
and
that,
I'm
actually,
like,
yeah.
wait, not now. And it's black and white, and you're being told about the Mediterranean climate. You're being told about the different types of
But
soil.
you see different kind of gray shading.
You understand? You're talking. Yeah. I'm like, yo, please, Father,
much.
waiting for that bell. And then I changed schools, and then the textbook comes out colorful, and then we started drawing the map of Italy, the volcanoes, and all of those things.
Yeah.
It was like I was, I'd
and
draw, but
experiments and all of that.
it was so
fun.
nice.
It is
But
fun.
like I'm saying, guys, let us invest in colorful instruments.
True that.
Our children. There's a time when we actually even wish that education would be taught in songs.
Yeah, totally. I mean, they do
yo.
like A, B, C, D. Suddenly that kind of like, stuck.
Hey, in
Yeah.
an exam, you'll see people humming
You know what
and
I mean?
tapping their feet. Hey man, Right for Education on the Alpha Breakfast. Shout out to everyone that's tuned in and listening. If you have anything to say about the topic today, about climate scientists in Africa, just hit us up on WhatsApp or on all our social media platforms. Let's first start with our WhatsApp number. It's +266 6330 4644. I'll repeat it again. Our WhatsApp line is +266 6330 4644. If tomorrow we can, if we get comments there, we can actually just hit a dry run and talk about them and then get back to the topic of the day, Hossein. Now our social media platform is Sky Alpha the Alpha Breakfast on Facebook, and then Sky Alpha HD on Facebook. We have Sky Alpha _HD on Twitter, and then Sky Alpha HD _ on IG. It's a lot of skies and alphas and
It's standard.
Hey,
It's
so
standard like that.
see you guys tomorrow on the same segment, Right for Education, tomorrow at exactly 8 o'clock Sky Alpha time with your boy D-Dubs and Toby. I hope you enjoyed your segment today. Let us do this and go for a young break there. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Transup, giants of the new era in transport and technology. We connect you with a push of a button. We are reliable, safe, and relatively low cost. We partner with fleet management companies, individuals, and specific service-based companies. Join us for ridiculously low subscription. Register Transup Driver app at Play Store or visit our website www.transup.co.ls. Call or WhatsApp us at +266 5191 2638. Transup, here and there around you. This message was brought to you by Right for Education, Africa's largest independent online destination of timeless, relevant content that informs, inspires, and empowers. For more, check out their Facebook page, Right for Education, or visit the website www.rightforeducation.org. Right for Education, our proud partners to the sky.